What can I say? Valve finally did it. They released 3 new videos today confirming Counter-Strike 2, or CS2 is what they're calling it. And you guys might have missed some things from those 3 videos, so we're going to go over them. But to give you a quick recap, new lighting, new map design. They're keeping old maps and just updating them, as well as adding new maps, of course. They're looking for a very, very long time. I think it said years to come of updates, which is great, which we all know. Hopefully it's not just skins, capsules, and passes and that kind of stuff. They also released something about new responsive smoke grenades. Smoke grenades will now be 3D objects that are rendered in and manipulated by bullets, by people walking through them, by lighting, as well as explosions from like normal grenades blowing the smoke out of its main condensed area, which is pretty cool. They also talked about sub-tick rate, or the tick rate system being completely reworked in the fact where back then, when you used to shoot somebody, it would take a couple milliseconds for the server to respond to that. It would cause people missing deags, ops, all that kind of stuff. It could even mess up sprays. But now this new quote-unquote sub-tick system is supposed to be like that. You shoot, the server knows as soon as it happens, and that's just the beginning. So let's hop into these videos and see what you guys might have missed while checking out these 3 new Counter-Strike 2 updates. Alright, so hopping into the first video, we're going to be looking at the Counter-Strike 2 responsive smokes video. This was the first one that they had uploaded, so let's hop into it.
In a Counter-Strike match, information can mean...
I don't know if anyone noticed this as well. Already off the bat, this is a new starting zone for this map.
Information can mean the difference between success or failure. As a result...
Looks like they've also redone this a good amount. All the textures just in general look better.
Smoke grenades have become a cornerstone of team tactics. With Counter-Strike 2's new game engine, we've evolved smokes and made them dynamic.
Pretty dope, honestly.
Smoke grenades now create volumetric 3D objects that live in the world.
This is what I was talking about by actual 3D objects. It's kind of cool how they mask these little like pylons, etc., to look like a smoke grenade.
Now, not
only do
all players see the same smoke.
Also, can anyone, I know nobody saw this when they were watching it. One, here's the new HUD. You got your money, your armor, your health, your bullets, your kit, and you'll have your grenades down here rather than a part of your stack, it looks like, or at least it's just lower now. Nobody saw the new sights on the USPS? They're raised, which is correct. Like, these are raised much more than the previous. This is the correct way to do it, though. If you're having a suppressor, this gun would need raised irons to be able to aim over the suppressor. I don't know if it's just because they're updating their models. We could tell that this is an old skin, so skins are obviously going to be safe, as we've gone over before. But yeah, this model is definitely different. I don't think that means we're going to be able to ADS or anything. I think they're just touching up. But yeah, this is definitely changed.
Smoke regardless of position, but the smoke can interact with the environment.
I like how the smoke grenade, you can see it going over here, the way it's interacting.
In interesting ways. It reacts to lighting.
It was actually very clean. If you go back to right when he's going inside, that's pretty clean how you can see the muzzle flash as well as it breaking open where the bullets are.
Grows to fill spaces naturally. The shape of the smoke cloud can be pushed and carved by bullets.
It's pretty sick.
And grenades.
So we all know that it can be pushed and carved by bullets, but does this mean that the M4A1S is now useless, or will the actual bullets go through the smoke and not create that dispersion cloud? Because everyone knows the M4A1S was mostly used because you couldn't see bullet tracers through smoke grenades. So my question is, will it affect the smoke now, and will that make the M4A1S completely useless to use?
In Counter-Strike 2, smoke grenades provide even more tactical opportunities. They're just going to look and play better.
Okay, it seems like they're copying the Valorant style here. Unless this is like a mission or anything. Look down here at the little CT&T coin. It looks like when the person gets a kill, it could be like pulsing in a color. I also notice up here, you're stating 5 versus 5 up here, which is pretty cool. But we'll continue here. As you see, it went up. So I'm not sure if that counts as a kill streak. These are like kill streaks here. It looks like a kill streak. I don't know if that's something that they would do, but if we go on 0.5 speed here, look, it goes up with every kill. So that's 1, 2, 3. It doesn't seem like they've really changed much here. You can see who has the bomb up here now. You know what? I've played Counter-Strike so long, I don't know if that's changed. It definitely does seem like this might be new. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to the bomb stuff. It seems like a new bomb model. Got a new bomb model here, much more realistic looking. You don't see the numbers anymore. Okay, so that is a kill streak. Ooh, we got a new taser. We got a new taser animation. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we can see the new Zeus model here. It looks like they've upgraded the models, but they kind of don't look all that realistic now. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Oh my god, what is this new AK? And what is that new AK sound? Whoa, okay, and we also got a preview of the new Molly. That's pretty cool. But this AK sound and also this gun, they don't look... It's starting to feel like an archaic shooter, like an arcadic shooter. We got a new diffusing system here. Not system, but look. The Molly is really cool. I just don't know how I feel about the guns looking so fake now. I like the sounds, though. It's much more realistic. And it is coming summer of 2023. And that's the first one. Also, I just wanted to say, before we move on to the next one, CSGO did officially tweet. They also changed their @ to just @Counter-Strike. They tweeted, players are selected for the Counter-Strike 2 limited test based on a number of factors deemed important by Counter-Strike 2 development team, including but not limited to recent playtime on Valve official servers, trust factor, and Steam account standing. So if you're a cheater and you don't have a main, or you don't play on your main much, or you just have shit trust factor, you're probably not going to be able to get into this. But I can already see account sellers just in general, like people that just sell accounts, selling their access to get you to be able to try it and stuff like that, which for cheat developers, I could see being a positive if you're willing to put down the money and get ready for an official launch. Hopping into the second video here, this is Counter-Strike 2 leveling up the world. So this is probably where we're going to see a little bit more teasing with RTX lighting and shading and anything like that if they have added it. But we're going to go over here and see what they have to offer us and see if we can see anything hidden. Hey, CS Source.
With over 20 years of history, maps are a fundamental pillar of Counter-Strike. And in Counter-Strike 2, maps are getting a new look. But don't worry, you can still bring along your...
Whoa, I just noticed the new overpass loading screen. This was never up top. That's pretty cool. Okay, so already, the AK is 100% changed. They've changed the AK completely. They've changed the map to be a little bit more, I guess you could say, not futuristic, but a little bit more modern. It gives me a flat vibe, kind of like when iOS went from like 10 to like 13, for example. We can see another new glimpse at the new Molly here. So we've got layers of lighting, which is giving me some fucking ray tracing vibes, which it could be the case. See new models for the trees. Everything looks a little bit more texture, you know, like it's been benefited just a little bit more.
Exploiting every corner and crevice. We took 3 approaches to improving maps while retaining their rich legacy. First, there are touchstone maps.
Oh yeah, we definitely have new localized lighting for sure. I'm almost positive that they're using some sort of ray tracing here. The shadows are just so smooth. The dynamic range here is really good too. Like they've had to have done something really good with the lighting.
Classic maps with solid foundations that players can use to evaluate gameplay changes from...
Oh yeah. Here's another example of the lighting change. This used to just get dark. Now you can see that the sun is causing the color of the green tarp to actually reflect green onto the brown / desertish bricks. So they've definitely
gameplay changes from CSGO to Counter.
Oh yeah, and they've added proper lighting in here.
Strike 2. These have improvements to lighting and character read, but otherwise...
Oh yeah, there we go. We've got our first glimpse at proper shadowing and proper ray tracing, I believe. I don't think this is necessarily possible at this resolution to not be ray tracing or not to be something that... It's definitely new lighting. I just don't know if it's ray tracing. I don't want to sound like a dumbass, but I believe it is. It looks too good to not be ray tracing. The resolution quality is amazing on it.
Haven't been changed.
Oh, dude, just look at the swing.
Haven't been changed.
Perfect.
Next, we have upgrades. These are maps that use new Source 2 lighting, including a physically based rendering system that produces realistic materials, lighting, and reflections.
Oh, so is it not ray
And
tracing?
finally, overhauls. The oldest maps have been fully rebuilt from the ground
That
up,
looks really
leveraging
good.
all of the Source 2 tools and rendering features.
Oh, dude. This looks 20 million times better than it did in current CSGO. That is really well done. It actually looks like some decently aged spray paint, but not so aged to the point where all the vibrance is gone. Okay, they've also updated this a lot. You can tell now that they've bumped the vibrance or the saturation in the game because by default, the game is sad looking.
These tools will be available for community map makers to make it easier to build, experiment, and iterate.
Oh, nice.
With upgrades to lighting, player read, and materials in Counter-Strike 2, even the familiar will feel brand new.
Oh, wait, is that what I think it is? Oh my God, they completely upgraded this map entirely. This looks so much more realistic and better.
Brand new.
Damn. Yeah, let's see if we're missing anything here. I think we've already seen all these clips. That was a quick switch. The op also got updated a bit. Did they add anything to chat here? Nope. Chat is about the same. That Molly once again. That Molly once again. This last video that they released is the one that I would consider most important. So let's go over it. This is about beyond the tick rate.
Counter-Strike is known for its visceral and satisfying gunplay. Now, firing a weapon looks pretty simple. You click your mouse, your character shoots, your target takes damage.
They redid the blood. They redid that blood like crazy. This looks like you just downloaded a graphic mod for GTA.
But there's a lot more happening behind the scenes. In previous versions of Counter-Strike, the game only evaluated moving and shooting in discrete time intervals, or ticks, and time between those ticks didn't exist. For the most part, the experience was seamless. But sometimes those milliseconds between click and tick could be the difference between landing or missing your shot.
Look at how beautiful the op looks now. That looks beautiful. They redid the scope, everything. That model looks so clean.
That's why with Counter-Strike 2, we're introducing sub-tick updates. Now the tick rate no longer matters for moving and shooting, so the server will know the exact moment you fired your shot.
I hate to say it, but this means that desync is probably not going to be possible for HVH cheaters.
Jumped your jump or peaked your peak, and the server will calculate your precise actions between ticks.
That was cool.
So what you see is what you get.
Did they redid the bullet trails? Look at this.
What you get. What you see is what you get.
That's cool. Now, I could be wrong here, but I have to check to see if I saw this correctly. Oh, are they not going to show it? I want to see how many bullets. I can see that the op has 5, right? Yeah, so the op still has 5. I just wanted to see if the M4A1S had more than 20. But it doesn't look like we're going to see that. And that's it. Those are the 3 videos, boys. It's nice to see Valve doing something, and they clearly listen to a lot of complaints. People are wanting 128 tick servers. Well, guess what? Now you have sub-tick servers, which is even better. The lighting looks amazing. Whether it's true ray tracing or not, we'll have to see. But I do love that they are implementing all these new modern upgrades. I'm a little worried about the guns looking a little too cartoonish, like the AK and the Taser, the X22, whatever you want to call it, as well as the M4A1S just kind of looked plasticky. It's kind of a worry. The AK even just like a little bit, I'm not sure about the new sound as the AK. I like it personally, but I don't know if that's just an editing technique. But either way, if they haven't mentioned something that you've wanted whilst watching this video with me, tell me what you guys are looking forward to the most when it comes to Counter-Strike 2. My name's Tabs, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later, bros. Peace.
What?